Hey guys, we're back with another episode of Taco Imposters for Thursday, February 5th, 2026. I know that sounds like it's very close to the last episode I made, but I'm just making it again the day after because I felt, okay, cool. I'm going to, I felt like I wanted to talk about stuff, but okay, cool. So, one thing I found was, um, I'm talking about, well, I heard, it was Carter PC's talking about the Apple Vision Pro, right? And he's talking about how, it's great, and, I glazed this thing when it came out. First he starts with, I know I haven't opened, I'm using the Vision Pro for the first time in, 3 months or whatever. This is back in 2024. And he's just like, I know I glazed this dang thing, but man, does it deserve the glazing. It's so good. And I'm like, yes, here's the problem with the Apple Vision Pro, okay? It was too expensive when it came out. And oh my gosh, did people talk about it being amazing. Like, it's fantastic, right? A great device, amazing, a masterpiece, a perfect, really good, the best. A lot of people talked about it as, oh, it's the best quality, display and all that, and build quality wise, uh, v VR slash, VR slash AR device. The problem was it was too expensive, and there was nothing to do with it. It has nothing to do. You can't do anything with it yet. There just isn't anything you can do with it yet. We're still sitting there waiting for something to happen. There's still no YouTube app on it. It's weird, but you can open up Safari and just go to YouTube. So, all I'm saying is, right? All I'm saying is, you can't. It's not a good. There's no use case for it. Colin and Samir. I don't know if you know those guys. They're one guy's I think Indian and the other guy is what do you call it? One guy's Indian, the other guy is white, white guy. But all I'm saying is, they talked about it, right? Those two guys, they talked about the Vision Pro as oh, it's Apple. They always do cool things that'll change the world and make it a big thing, and oh, it's such a cool this, that, and the other thing, and oh, they're always visionaries and pioneers, and I'm like, sure. My problem is that there's still nothing to do with it. You still can't do anything with it. There's still nothing. 2 years later, you still can't do anything with it. There's still no good use case for it. Not to say that it's useless. I know people like Ellis from the Waveform podcast. He talked about on the Waveform podcast that he talked about it ooh, nice. He talked about it it's an amazing device and he loves it. And he loves the productivity thing, and he loves on a plane. He can and people like Marquez talk about and I think what's his name even talked about it, Linus. On a plane, you can just have big screens, and it's really good, and whatever. And the the new M chip one, M5, M4, whatever, M3, whatever, right? They're oh yeah, it's amazing. With that, it makes it even better, and blah 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 yada yada. All I'm saying is, we still haven't gotten to the point where it's actually usable. There's no use case for it. Also, you need to make a Vision Non-Pro. They need to make a Vision Non-Pro because without a Vision Non-Pro, everyone's going to be this is $1,000. This is I think it's 4,700 Canadian if you're not, with the storage, the bigger storage upgrade. Right? And for me at least, I'm saying it's just kind of stupid. No, it's terrible. It's actually stupid. Cause it is. It's actually dumb. Cause it is. No offense, it's actually dumb. Cause it is. It's 100% terrible. It is. Don't get me wrong. It's useful. Sorry. Don't get me wrong. It's cool. But it ain't useful. Yet. We still have not got to the point where we're yeah, this is ridiculously cool and useful and oh yeah, I'm gonna no. We're still at the point where There's no use case for it. It's really cool and really like yeah, it's fine. Like it's cool and whatnot. My problem is it's not. It isn't amazing. Like there's no like good use case for it. It's impressive. Don't get me wrong. It's impressive, but it's not like I haven't used it yet. But from what people say, it's like oh, it's impressive. The problem is that like nobody cares to like. There's nothing for it to do. It doesn't do anything. There's no like. There isn't. Use case for it yet. I'm sorry, it just isn't. And they're like, "What do you mean?" It's like, "Well, no, I mean exactly what I mean. It's not. There's no use case for it yet. There's no." Yeah, fine. All I'm saying is there's not use case for it, and you're trying to sell it to me as what? Like, what are you trying to sell it to me as? Like, sorry, like, what are you trying to sell me? A thing that is cool but isn't amazing yet. There's no use case for it. At least the other one. Okay, at least like every other uh, VR headset, they can sell it as it's a like gaming headset. Like, oh yeah, it's a gaming headset. It's like, yeah, it's a gaming headset. Like, yeah, they can sell it as a gaming headset. The problem is everybody else has a gaming headset. They're good for gaming. This one just doesn't do that. It has like one game. At least, I mean, maybe they had more games by now, but from what I know, the only game they ever had really was like this Fruit Ninja Fruit Ninja. It might have been like a real Fruit Ninja, but I think it was not Fruit Ninja, right? And so I'm like, oh, I don't know if it was real or not, but all I'm saying is Fruit Ninja was very much just a only thing that I know of. You know, the only one I know of. You know, it's very much the only one I know of. And so at least for me, I'm like, what's the point of this thing? I don't care about the productivity. I don't care about the like cool stuff that you can watch in Apple's like look at our spatial stuff where it's like 3D and all cool. Look at us, we're great. Like no, I don't care. I don't give a flying fatootie. I just don't care. Right? I don't care. I just don't. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, I just don't. I need a good use case for this, or else it's a waste of my time and everybody else's and money. You gotta make a not a Apple non-pro, Apple Vision non-pro. You have to. Otherwise, everybody and their mother is gonna be like, I'm never buying this thing ever. Only the people, the Colin and Samirs, the Carter PCs, the Linus Tech Tips, those are the only people that are going to be able to afford them, right? And so because of that, it'll sell nothing. Won't realize. They won't realize that. Oh, hey, guess what? Nobody is able to buy it. Like I was talking with a friend, right? We're at a Christmas party last year, so not the one that just passed, not 2025, 2024, and it was very much like he's like, yeah, okay, it may be impressive, but they're trying to sell it to us like it's freaking important. What do you call it? No, I'll go this way. No, I'll go this way. important. What do you call it? Like it's the next massive thing that's going to be, the biggest thing, and it's crazy and it's amazing, and it's like, no, I'm sorry, but it's not as like mind-blowingly like, oh, this is amazing, it's fantastic. It's no. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say this right now. I don't think it's going to be nearly as like incredibly changing the world as Apple would like it to. It can change the world, don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying they still don't have a use case for it. Not to say that they couldn't come up with one. Like I always thought that VR headsets were kind of like there's no utilization for it. It's gaming and that's it. And I'm of the opinion of like I agreed with Pat and Ian. Of the opinion of Pat and Ian where they talked about it like nobody wants to like move around when they're gaming. Nobody wants to like take the time and or sorry, get up. They don't want to do the effort. They want to sit there with their controller and kind of lazily mess around and like flick some buttons, click some buttons and flick some sticks and do nothing, right? They don't want to waste their time having to like what anything. They just want to like who cares, right? Not to say that VR isn't popular. It's hugely popular. There are channels dedicated to it. Matthias had a whole channel dedicated to it. It was called first it was called Googly. First it was called like It's Whatever, then Googly Eyes, then that changed to Get Good Gaming. But so if you don't Get Good Gaming, it started off as a VR channel of It's Whatever, then Googly Eyes. Like it was good. Like it was a fine thing. Like people liked it. I'm just saying, like not like the majority of people, gaming people who play games, don't want to get up and do the whole thing and figure out, oh my god, I gotta figure it out, and it's all baloney and blah 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 blah, and it's very much like whatever, right? Right, where it's like, right, where I'm just like, oh my god, it's insane. Like, yeah, like there's some people just they don't want to do it. They're like, no, this is stupid. I'm not getting up and doing this. This is dumb. Same way the Wii failed in the sense that it didn't like the next generation just didn't do nearly any many Wii kind of stuff. And then why the Kinect failed and the Xbox Kinect and the PlayStation Move that they nobody wants to get up and move when they're playing video games. Anyway, that's just my thing, and that's me and all that stuff. So I'm also thinking about like I'm here and I'm going. I'm asking people about like on the Linux Mint community. Like I got some ricing done with my computer way back in the like about I don't know 6 months ago, 6 or 7 months ago, and it was pretty good. I had to ask the AI for help, so I asked what's it called? No, I asked who did I ask? ChatGPT. No, sorry, I asked what the heck is it called? Gemini to help me, right? And so at least for me, I was like, oh, okay. So they helped me somewhat. They didn't help me too much. They helped me somewhat though. And I was like, okay, cool. My problem was right. And again, there are little things like I didn't click that, you bastard. Right? Where it's like no offense, but I was like what were they gonna say? Yeah, like and it was good, but they weren't great. For some reason, it doesn't know almost anything of anything. It's really bizarre how it basically knows nothing. It'll say something and then just say something completely wrong. Like I was saying yesterday. in the or yeah in the previous episode, or we're saying in the previous episode. Sorry, not yesterday because that's not live, and it was like a weird um. What was I just talking about? Linux racing. I don't remember. I just forgot what I was talking about. Um, it's like not. I don't know. I don't know what I was talking about. Anyway, yeah, it's like. Oh yeah, they know nothing. They can't. Okay, I remember now. They can't say I don't know. They have to just give you absolute cockamamie nonsense. And then another thing about Linux is, Austin Evans made a video about a week ago, and it was yes, Windows is the problem, and he's talking about how the problem really is Windows being stupid, Windows not allowing you to do this, Windows now. Anyway, all I'm saying is he's making a video about and his whole thing comes to yes, Windows is the problem because he's like, okay, I have a really old laptop that will not install Windows 11, and so because of that, it falls under this stupid. It's to Microsoft, it's an obsolete piece of e-waste, and I'm thinking, and what's his name also made a video about that. Steve from Gamers Nexus made a video about how he went to one of those recycling places that takes recycled electronics, right, laptops and whatnot, right, and was just like, oh yeah, you know how your computer is technically e-waste? Well, we're going to install Linux on it. And so Austin Evans installed Zorin, and he installed some other thing. But all I'm saying is he is he's doing it in a look. Your computers are not obsolete e-waste. They are perfectly usable things. They right. The manufacturer just doesn't want you to use it for whatever reason. Not manufacturer. Sorry. Not the manufacturer. What do you call it? Windows, Microsoft doesn't want you using it. For whatever reason, Microsoft is like, nah, you don't get that. You're not allowed. You're not allowed. You're just not allowed. Nah, you're just not allowed. For whatever reason, you're not allowed to use it anymore. And because that TPM2, whatever it is, the security thing, is very much no, the stupidest part about it. It makes it out to be like your computer's incapable, but really people have done workarounds where you don't need it anymore. It's weird. It doesn't make sense to me. Microsoft, don't you want to be the dominant? Don't you want to be the dominant, predominant guy in? Don't you want to be the predominant person as to what, as to the operating system? I read it in the last episode, and I was like, it's going to. I'm telling you, within the next 2-3 years, it's going to go from whatever it is, 5%, 3%, whatever it is, right, to skyrocket. Right? Skyrocket into 10%, 15%. I'm not joking, because people are going to realize, oh, Windows is bull. Absolute cockamamie nonsense. They're going to realize Windows is nonsense. No, could I put the last one? Dang it. You know what I mean? Very much no. They were going to realize, oh, it's stupid. Oh, it's actually cockamamie nonsense. 'Cause it is. Because it is. Because it is. It's nonsensical nonsense. Because it is. Windows is turning into nonsense. You know, full on nonsense. You know what I mean? Like, just. Because it is nonsense. Because it is nonsense. It's just full nonsense. Like, what are you talking about? No, it's nonsense. Like, oh, what do you mean it's nonsense? It's not nonsense. No, it is. It, like, fully is nonsense. Because it is! Anyway, all I'm saying is. It's cockamamie and it's stupid, and when they're going to realize Windows is, like, not for everybody anymore. Like, I don't need Windows anymore. I don't need Windows anymore. People are going to realize, oh, it's not so fun anymore. It's not so, or it's not awful anymore. You know what I mean? Linux. Linux isn't terribly impossible to use anymore. Because that's the thing that people think. They're still in that mindset of, like, Linux is the hardest thing to use, and don't ever touch it, and it's all stupid, and Linux, don't bother. Linux is too hard to use. Forget Linux. It's dumb. It's stupid. It makes no sense. For most people, it's not. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but it's really not that bad. All I'm saying is, don't think it's impossible to use anymore. Because it's not. It really isn't. What's off? And then what's the other one now? I need walls. No, I need quality. No, I need infill. There you go. So, yeah. You know? I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just saying it very much is that, like, who cares type of, like, nonsense of, like. Let me try printing this now. I'm gonna try and print something, but not right now, because not the very moment. But for 3D print something, because I realized that that I would be making too much noise. But yeah, I'll put it on my card. Anyway, all I'm saying is that's nonsense. That's nonsensical garbage. It's like, what are you talking about? Why is this just cockamamie terribleness? Why? You know? Why is this cockamamie nonsense? Seriously, why is this nonsense cockamamie nonsense? Why? Windows is so stupid, and also, like, because Austin Evans is talking about it in a way, in like a, yeah, but it's because, okay, it's because it's so, what do you call it? It's so, like, it's Windows. Windows is the problem. It's not the hardware. He talks about just talks about a, he talks about a an LG grant. First, it was like there's a laptop that his, like, family member wanted to use, and his family member was basically like, ugh, it's not working. I can't get Windows 11 on it. What do I do? And he talked to him. He's like, okay, I'm assuming, you know, he would know what to do, right? And I was like, okay, I'm assuming you would know what to do. So I was like, hey, whatever, right? Edit mode, select, delete. Okay, edit mode, select, delete. It's too high again. It is. Okay. You know? It's a weird, like, I'm not saying it's like, Look, I'm not saying it's super easy. I'm not giving you like the, oh, it's so easy. What are you doing? You're stupid. Come on. But I'm also like, it's not incredibly. Well, okay, there. It's not incredibly easy either. All right, so it's not stupidly hard either though, to get to Linux. Like I feel like Linux is just. People are saying it like, oh, it's impossible, and like, ugh, like, come on, man. I don't know what to do. Sorry, I'm checking something here. Sorry. No. Yeah, okay. The other side. Oh, there we go. Where is it now? Where'd it go? Oh, it's way too low now. Oh, dang. It's too low. I want it within this right here. I want it right here. Okay. All I'm saying is, they're gonna realize, because he does that, and then he goes, okay, and so he like kind of figures out what he could do with it, and figures out how to get Linux and whatnot. But the other thing that he was doing was, then he, for his personal stuff, he's like, okay, can I use like a Zorin? He wanted to use Zorin OS for himself, and he was like, cool. Let me just see something here, because I'm trying to figure out something here. Okay, Google. How do I center an object in Blender to the center of the like little circle dot thing, the red and white circle thing? Yeah, I'm trying to do something.
Red and white circle is the 3D cursor. To snap an object to it, 1. Select your object. 2. Press Shift plus S.
Okay, yeah.
3. Choose selection to cursor. If you want to move the object to the exact center of the grid, press Shift plus S and choose selection to world origin. Would you like me to explain how to move the 3D cursor itself?
No, my object is not connected there. Anyway, whatever. It's okay. I think it'll be okay. Don't worry. All I'm saying is, I think Windows is the problem. Because it is the problem. Because Windows is the problem. It is! Windows is the problem. Not the hardware, not the software. Not the hardware, it's the software that's the problem. Windows is the problem. Like, I'm sorry. You've got to stop being such, like, pretentious. Also, stop being a pretentious asshole. Windows has to stop being a pretentious butt, okay? Where it's, like, more important than they are, you know? More important than he is. Like, oh, yeah, Windows. Oh, yeah. Like, you know. You know what I mean? It's a pretentious, like, schmuck. It's like, oh, look at me, I'm so important. Like, no, you're not. Stop it. Like, also, I know there's 80, whatever, some stupid thing like 2, 10, 12, 2 billion or something people have use it. Windows 11. But, like, come on, people. They're going to realize, I'm telling you right now, that we're going to get to a point where, no offense, they're going to realize, oh, it's going to jump a considerable amount to, like, 10% or so, 10 or 50% or so, because they'll realize, oh my god, this is incredibly it's better because it just works. I tell it to do something and it just works. It doesn't do some baloney where it's trying to be whatever and it's, trying to tell me what I want to do and then steal my data, sell my data and all this nonsense that Windows is doing and shove AI down my throat. If I want AI, I got to do it myself. So now, yeah, right? Where it's like, yeah. So it's like a dumb like. If I want AI, I'll take AI. I don't need you to tell me AI. I don't need you to shove it down my throat. I don't need your damn AI. I need it to do it when I want to do it. I want to use AI, I'll use it myself. I don't need it on your shit, that kind of stuff. You know? That's the thing. So many things that are just like, so yeah. So I'm just saying, like, all I'm saying is, like, it's weirdly like, what? You know what I mean? It's a weird, like, I don't know. All I'm saying is that we're going to realize. All I'm saying is they're going to realize that. No, because the biggest egregious thing about the whole thing is it'll be this like, no, I'm not buying new software because you decided I needed new software. You just one day decided, nope, your software is obsolete and is e-waste. Because according to Microsoft, so many people saw hardware is now, sorry, not software, hardware is now e-waste. Oh yeah, sorry, can't run Windows 11. I don't, sorry, e-waste. It's just e-waste. It's just e-waste. That's e-waste. What? That's not what I wanted. No, 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 no. Cancel. You know? It's a really dumb, like. Right? They're gonna realize, no, I'm not gonna buy a new piece of hardware, because you just decided, right? You just decided that my hardware doesn't work. My hardware is no good. I'm not gonna buy new hardware just because you decided it's not. So it's just dumb. So I don't know. It's just dumb in that regard. But anyway, all I'm saying is it's going to get to the point where we realize that, like, no, I'm sorry, it's not. I'm not doing that. I'm just not. So yeah, not to say that everyone's not gonna like. There are too many people are gonna be like, okay, well, I need it, I guess. Like, oh, I have to, because they're just not gonna use anything else. They're just not like it's just full on. They're just full on. No, I'm sorry. They're just not gonna accept. Like, I'm just not gonna do that. I'm sorry, which is fair. Like, right? I wouldn't blame them. I don't blame them. I'm just saying, like, so yeah. Not to say that it's like, yeah, exactly. People aren't going to be like, no, I'm just going to use Windows. I don't care. I know Windows. I'm never going to bother with it. Whatever, whatever, whatever. Or I'm going to stay on my Mac or whatever. It's like operating systems on their phone. They're like, no, I'm not going on Android. I don't care. My mother and my father were both very willing to learn Android because they realized, again, Android and iOS are like so close in the sense that there isn't a big gap of my software, my app, my whatever won't work on this. The way of doing this is so far from the other one. I don't know what to do and I don't want to relearn it. It's like, no. They literally are like, oh, it's basically the same thing, just slightly better in certain ways and slightly worse in other ways. I'm like, yes, exactly. But nothing egregious. Nothing that's like, I don't know how to do this. It's so hard. No, it's all good. Just write somewhere. All I'm saying is, like, it's not hard anymore. It's not hard to do that anymore. It's not impossible to like do anymore. It's not impossible to figure out anymore. It's not. It's not. It's not a thing you like have to worry about anymore. So yeah, all I'm saying is, gone are the days when it was really. So yeah, all I'm saying is, it's gone are the days when you have to really like sit there and work at it and like figure out and like learn and like, oh my god, it's such hard work. Because my mother tried it about 10 years ago. No, not 10 years ago, about 2019, and she like used it for about a maybe with like a week or two, and she was like almost immediately like, no, I don't understand how this works. I don't want to stay here and learn. Because he went from an iPhone to an Android. You know, I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just saying she was like, she just wasn't willing. She wasn't willing to do it yet. She was like, no. At that point, she was like, no, I don't want this. She was like, no, I'm not bothering with this. This is a bunch of cockamamie malarkey. I'm not wasting my time. And I was like, fair, 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 totally fair. Because she had a iPhone 6 at the time, and she was like, yeah, I'm not wasting my time on this. Not to say that it's good or bad. I'm just saying she just didn't want to learn it. She's like, no, please don't make me learn this. And I was like, fair enough. So yeah. All I'm saying is no. It's not hard, and people will do it, and it'll be fine. Totally, totally fine. Nobody will care. It'll be so easy to figure out. People will be like, nah, that. So many people will jump from it and be like, oh yeah, because there are idiot-proof OSs now for Linux. So, I mean, what I mean is like idiot-proof, meaning literally plug it in, and if you're doing productivity tasks, you're done. It's over. The year of the Linux Mint, the year of the Linux desktop is here. If you're doing productivity tasks, the year of the Linux desktop is here. If you're doing, Office applications, if you're doing the internet for like emails and YouTube videos and whatnot, open a what do you call it? Open a what do you call it? Fudge, what's it called? Like a PDF. That's it. Like there isn't a single thing that like there's no reason why it wouldn't work for you. And it would give you problems. Like printers, easiest thing ever. Windows, I've had and mobile, I've had so many problems trying to print on from it. It's like the dumbest thing ever. It's so damn terrible. It's weird. It's weird how just like no, I'm sorry. It's really dumb how like you have to for all the other ones you have to like figure out how to do it and it's like really dumb. It is. It's very dumb. I don't like it. I think it's stupid. But the thing is like printers are one of the worst tech products like ever. Like ever. Like they're so terrible. I need it like you know what I mean? It just needs to like yeah, they're like the worst thing ever. My friend who used to work in IT, he said he told me he's like I've not physically, but I might as well have. I was so mad at it, I might as well have thrown him out the window. Like I've thrown so many, I've like gotten so mad at these like godforsaken, these awful cockamamie, stupid, like freaking dumb. Like he's like they're the worst. He's like no. So yeah, all I'm saying is he's like printers are just the worst. They're like this seriously. They're like absolute worst. Not that you can't get a printer working. It's so stupid. It's either like you need a brand new printer that'll communicate with your computer, right? Or you need a printer from like 2000 and whatever. You know, the early 2000s. I was going to say like 19 something, but then I realized no, all those printers suck. All I'm saying is like printers are just the worst. They are so bad. Getting them to work is okay, but like no, because it's either that. It's either you need some like brand new thing that it communicate with Windows 10 and your like mobile phone like smartphone OSs like
Android and iOS, or you need something from like 2004 or like 2002, and you know what I mean, like, or else it just doesn't work. You can't get anything anywhere else. You can't have something a little bit old. You can't have something a little bit new. You can't have something like no, none of it. You just like whatever. Nah, not at all. It's just like whatever. Nah, sorry. So yeah, all I'm saying is it's like you get to that like right. So yeah, I'm just saying, like yeah, there's weird like that. Yep. So you either have to have something that like will talk to all the OSs like Windows 11 and Android and iOS, or just have a thing from 2004, 2002, some ridiculously 20+ year old thing that just happens to just magically still work to this day. Like I just plugged it in and it works. I think Linus said he had a Samsung printer that he's had. I think his was a laser printer, so it came with toner cartridges, and he's like, I've used it for literally X amount of decades, like 2 or 3 decades. It's kind of crazy. Because unless you're on Linux, because if you watch the Linux Linus and Luke's Linux challenge on LTT, where the one where they were doing like productivity tasks, like oh yeah, just do this, do that. They get to printers, and both of them just go, oh my god, that was so simple. It just detected my printer. It just picked it up and it just worked. Not even like any kind of I got to find the driver, plug the driver in, driver works, done. No, it was literally, literally, it just worked. So that's the weird thing about printers. They're either the worst mess you'll ever have in your life, or somehow they just work and have no problems, and they just here you go, it works. Here you go. Not to say that printers are the worst or the bad or good or bad. The problem also is everybody ever talks about printers are the people who print like 3 times a year. But they have it because they're like, oh, but there is that circumstance every year where I need to print, like I need to do it, and I don't want to go to like Staples or Bureau or Office Depot or like a printing shop and have to pay like X amount of money. My dad was asking me, he's like, okay, so how much do we pay for ink? Because I want to print he wants to print an entire book because he's helping somebody write a book, right? Or he's editing a book, and he's like, I want to print an entire book, right? I'm like, okay, and Staples, like Bureau en Gros, which is the Quebec Staples, is the French name for Staples. Staples wanted to charge him, I think, $40 for an entire book, and I went, that's not that bad. He's like, yeah, but if I'm going to print like a lot of them, $40 is kind of incredible. I'm like, yeah, okay. If you want to print one, then see the book as a book. Yeah, okay. He's not going to be able to bind the book, but he's going to be able to like at least have a manuscript of the book able to be read, so it feels like you're reading a book. And I said, I don't know how much it costs, but he's like, because he's like, yeah, I know, I want to know if it's cheap, So printers are, and also, so Linus is like that. He has that old printer, and then I have one of those, like big ink, like the printers, like it wasn't Epson EcoTank, but it was a tank printer where you could just put in just ink. Because I was made sure the next printer I needed, I'm like not buying stupid cartridges that are $500 billion and HP with their stupid. I had an HP printer for like ever. I had 2 HP printers for like ever, and one just broke, and I could have fixed it, but I didn't want to bother with it. The second one, the only problem that it had was if you don't know, okay, HP printers are some of the worst tech devices ever. They're so bad because what happens with HP printers is HP printers have like DRM chips in them, and so it's not just DRM and like you have to, because like the printer has a priming like cartridge that comes with it that if you don't use it in time it like literally expires. That's one. Then you got ink cartridges that expire over time, and then you have ink cartridges that are just like, okay, so it works like this. There's a chip inside that has DRM where you can't use it anywhere else. You can't use fake chips, all that jazz. And I'm like, oh my god, that's so stupid, but whatever, right? Not only that, they have a chip inside that allows for, or that makes lets the printer know, okay, you have X amount of pages to print, not X amount of like ink in the cartridge. You can have you can have a quarter of the ink still left in the, right, where, like, no, you can literally have a quarter of ink left in the printer, and it tells you, nope, you've printed your allotted amount of pages. There's a subscription service for amount of pages. For HP. It's incredible, but that's a problem though. Too many people are like, that works for me because I print like 3 times a year, so I only need to print X amount of pages a year. That's the other kind of people who are like, I go to my library, I go to Staples, I go to Office Max, I go to the printing shop, and I'll print like once a year. The people who need a physical copy of something, like once a year. So I'm not saying that printing is good or bad. I'm just saying, like, a lot of people talking about printing talks about it in this like, yeah, okay. There's a video that like they print, but they're the people who print like once a year. Because there's a video by on LTT about printers and how there's a good sweet spot for printers. It is. He said it is about like 2000 and, because he said if you want new printers and cheap, if you want cheap new printers, it's like Epson EcoTank and any of the tank based printers, because they're like, you can print like 10,000 pages before the thing's empty. 10 million pages, like, not joking, tens of thousands of pages before you run out of ink. It's crazy. But right, but he said the real sweet spot is like, go to like, again, 2000 and like 2 to like 5 or 6, 7 maybe, and then get like a laser printer from that era, and the toners are still being made. The printers are still supported with drivers, in the sense that the drivers still work. There's no like real Windows 11 driver, but if you find an old driver, the drivers still work on Windows 11. It's like, that's the sweet spot for printers. They're very, very good, very well made, like, very well made things. It's like, oh yeah, it is very well made stuff, and it'll last you basically forever. Like, that's just it. Like, you just will be. Right? So, yeah. He's like, there's a sweet spot. You get there, and that's when printers are perfect, basically. Depending on what you use, obviously. Because for me, I have a brand new printer for, like, the EcoTank kind of ones. It's not an Epson EcoTank, it's a Canon one, but it, like, lets me put in whatever. Like, my, like, ink into it. Like, bottles of ink into it. Which I think you can also get third party for, I'm pretty sure. Because it doesn't know, and it will never be able to know how to, like, actually do it. Actually use it. But, all I'm saying is, it's very much a... It's very much a... You know, all I'm saying is, they're very good at, like, printers are weird. They're like one of the worst products you have to deal with. They're terrible. They're so bad. And then I have this scanner that just works. It's crazy. It's like a, I don't even know, Canon something or other. I don't know what model it is. I got it for free off of Facebook Marketplace because somebody was like, because I think it was $10, and I said, oh, will you take like 5? And they were like, you can just have it. So they put it out on their front porch, and they were like out the front door, and they're like, just take it. And I'm like, oh, nice, thank you. And then I got home, I tried it, like, oh, it works really well. And they're like, good. It does work. It's real, because that's the thing. So. So yeah, I don't know. So yeah, all I'm saying is, for me at least, it's like okay, whatever. In the sense that, look, okay, printers are the worst. It's all bad. Eh, and you have to find the right printer that works. If it's Windows 11, if it's Linux, in both Pop OS and Mint, I've like never had problems with printers. It just like it worked. They just worked. So, and the this scanner is just kind of amazing too. It just works. It's great. It's not the greatest quality scanner, but it's very good. I think that's gonna be it for now, guys. So if you want to get in touch, any questions, comments, concerns, right? What are they gonna say? Yeah. So if you want to get in touch with me, comments, questions, concerns, there's the email tacoimposters@gmail.com. That's tacoimposters@gmail.com. There's the 2 Discord servers, and then if you want to support me, there's the Patreon. That's patreon.com/wingwong. That's patreon.com/wingwong. And then there's also if you want to buy my music, if you want to stream my music, buy my music, or get my services for 360 virtual tours, right? Where yeah. So I think it's gonna be it for now, guys. So adios, mi amigos.